I have worked with Victor Lucas for many years now, and he's said many profound things in all those years, but last night he may have said the most profoundest. He said, sometimes our popcorn acts like life preservers, and that's exactly how we both felt while seeing Getaway, the new film from a director named Courtney Solomon. Now, I thought he was a woman, but he's actually a man. I was like, this is interesting. It's a car chase movie, a macho man movie, directed by a woman, but it's actually a nice man. And it stars Ethan Hawke and Selena Gomez.
Well, I'll tell you this, the nicest thing I can say about this movie is that I don't have anything nice to say. There's one nice shot in the whole movie.
That long tracking shot.
Yeah, the long shot where it feels like you're in Need for Speed or something like that, and the camera is mounted on the front of the car, and it is a huge, long drive through traffic, very well orchestrated, and it makes you feel like you're playing a live-action video game.
I'm gonna go for it.
No, don't go for it.
Here we go.
But the rest of this movie is worse than any cutscene on any racing game that you have played.
What I kept thinking about is, you know, in a car when they have those reverse cams, the whole movie looks like it was shot through one of those reverse cams. This is one of the ugliest films I think we've ever seen before. And usually I don't like to talk about cinematography and things like that, but you can't see how hideous this thing is.
It's so crass. Basically, Ethan Hawke has to save his wife, and to do that, he has to be the most obnoxious driver that Sofia, Bulgaria, I don't know how they chose that, has ever seen before. And he gets chased by cops, and he has to dodge and weave his way through traffic and through around civilians.
None of it is. So numbing and deadening.
Hold on.
You can lift one scene from one chunk of the movie and just slap it into another chunk of the movie.
Listen, I broke the whole thing down for you. This is the whole movie right here.
Got the storyboards, the official storyboards.
So it's this, and then there's a close-up of an old man's face eating something or chewing, and then there's this. So again, then we go back to this old man chewing again.
Where's
then we go back
Ethan
to
Hawke
this,
gritting his teeth?
and then we go back to this.
And he actually says whoa a few
then
times.
So that's the whole movie. We just saved you $12.50.
That was awesome.
Nothing about this thing is interesting or exciting, and I kept thinking, well, maybe there might be a twist at the end because there's a big caper and they're trying to stop the transferring of data and some BS like that. And it's just more numbing, more deadening moments.
For a sequel that will never come because the word is going to spread very fast on this movie. It's terrible. It's not worth seeing. It's not worth watching any way that you see it.
I really, really hate you.
In fact, if you play Burnout or Need for Speed Most Wanted, the cutscenes in games like that are going to have more gravitas, more drama, more humanity.
I think that's the only takeaway from this is
terrible.
I wanted to go home and play Burnout 3 Takedown after seeing this thing to cleanse the palate and feel okay about myself again.
How stupid was it that they shot everything at night and everything looks the same on every street? I mean, you can't tell one action sequence from another.
It looks like
it's
they
so
shot
stupid.
the whole thing on the same two streets in Europe somewhere.
Probably the easiest editing job in the history of cinema, and that's what it looks like.
That's what I felt like when I got home last night. 0.
Yeah, it gets a 0.5 for that cool tracking shot.